Hey Aquarius, here's what you can expect for Sagittarius season. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Well, apologize, so far Earth and Fire got a full face of makeup, but I did theirs on Saturday morning, and it is now Monday night, and bitch already had a full face of makeup on today, and my skin needed to breathe. So you get me sans fards, which is great. So Aquarius, what's the flavor of Sagittarius season gonna be for you? Let's find out. This will probably be interrupted by a timer because I am cooking mashed potatoes and they're boiling on my stove right now. And I believe they're going off in like 8 minutes. And I'm trying to keep these around 20. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at. And I might have to dip for a second just to make sure my house doesn't catch on fire and the potatoes are cooked appropriately and not overdone. So, Aquarius, my dear Aqua, let's go ahead and take a minute, take a deep breath. Shake off your day that you've had, shake off anything that you've got in your sphere that's not yours to carry energetically, of course. Really kind of connect with your body, connect with your breath when you breathe in. Make sure you're getting full belly breaths. I'm going to call in your highest self, your guides, guardians, ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael. Aquarius, are we not wanting to integrate something? Because these cards aren't wanting to shuffle. What's kind of getting blocked right now? When I was shaving those potatoes, because it's very hard for me to do anything without physically injuring this body, I sliced open my first knuckle on my left index finger, which is the knuckle I use a lot for shuffling. And so maybe you're not blocked at all. Maybe my finger is just having a hard time. But let's go ahead and see what Aquarius can expect. So, all right, we already got some flying. That's too many. Okay, I'd like 2 cards, please, Spirit, for Aquarius. Still too many. The fun thing about working with Spirit is we get to dictate the terms because we're the ones in the body. We're the ones who are seeking the adventure. And when we make rules like that for ourselves, especially for card readers, or even if we're not card readers, but just being very clear about our boundaries, about what we are and are not willing to cooperate with and deal with, that helps. I mean, that's just clarity that extends outward everywhere to every aspect of your life. And so if you're a new or emerging tarot card reader, you get to make your own rules. Straight up. Okay, so 2 cards out of the gate for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We've got Strength and the 2 of Wands. What this feels like for me, my dear water bringers, there's an adventure you very much want to take, and it's an adventure that you know will try your spirit. It's an adventure that you know will require strength deposits that you're not sure if you have. That there is a plan of attack that you've really, really been thinking about and considering. It's just about kind of backtracking to being like, oh, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can. And I can tell you right now that not only can you can succeed. Strength is something that's different for all of us. 1, because we all have different strengths, but 2, every situation calls for a different type of strength, right? You don't, just because, you're someone like like a therapist, for example, right? A therapist probably has really great emotional strength, emotional resilience, and ability to keep really strong emotional boundaries in place given the nature of their job. That kind of strength is very different from the physical strength that a power lifter has, as the power lifter has been training for the Olympics, right? And so just as a power lifter probably isn't going to have the emotional strength to sit through and coach multiple people through their lives. Unless we've got an Olympic powerlifting therapist, the therapist probably is not ready to go, you know, clean and jerk 375 pounds on any given afternoon. So it's just very important to remember each situation calls for a different type of strength. And by listening and getting clear and really following your passions, following the things that make you want to leave your castle, following the things that make you want to put a plan together, following the things that light you up inside, that is how we grow. That is how we bring more of our light to us. That is how we can kind of stop cycles that we might be perpetuating. A card that flipped while I was talking about is the Ten of Swords reversed. And so this looks like it's kind of the end, the beginning of the end, or the end of the end in terms of this of the struggle, right? So the Ten of Swords is all about endings, because once you're fucking dead, you can't get any deader, right? Unless you're Wesley and a Princess Bride, in which case only mostly dead, not quite. But Ten of Swords can be a relief, right? Because what comes before the Ten of Swords but the Nine of Swords, where you're up all night kind of in your thoughts, having nightmares, not being able to think clearly, not being able to see the truth, just kind of so afraid of the coulds that you just kind of, you keep yourself awake and you keep yourself unhealed. And strength is here to kind of put you through whatever those final death blows are. So Spirit, what is this reverse Ten of Swords about for my lovely Aquarius? What is this Ten of Swords reversed about? Ooh, here we go. All right. Your money, honey. It's about your pentacles, baby. This could be a new financial beginning. This could be kind of the dawn of an era where you've got your shit in a row, because this is multi-generational wealth. This is knowing that not only you have everything that you physically need, but your dogs have everything they physically need, your children, their children, going on, that you have kind of been the benefactor. Sort of what this card always reminds me of, and if you weren't an art history major, you might not get this reference, but the Medici family of Florence, Italy, where they were huge purveyors of the arts. In fact, everything was pretty much commissioned by the Medici family for like a good 500-year stretch there in the Renaissance, which didn't quite last 500 years, but that's okay. For this analogy, it doesn't matter. But where you are so secure in your material world that you can really start to focus on the things that matter to you. But it's also important to remember, because with the Ten of Pentacles, money isn't everything. It's nice, it sure makes life a hell of a lot easier, but it's not the end all be all. Like, you can't take it with you when you leave. You know, you can certainly leave it for generations to come, or alternatively, charity is nice. But if we're driven by our physical pentacle need, and just that, without taking into consideration our cups, you know, our emotional well-being, our wands, that which makes us passionate, that which we want to go after, that which makes us horny, and then without our sword energy, kind of the mental energy, we're just, the four elements are so important, because when we're balanced in all four, that's when we're in the magician's energy. That's when we can really manifest. And so make sure that you're not convincing yourself that your wallet is all that it is. Because it could be that you're kind of, this is a new financial adventure that you're undertaking, or the newness is just about to be here. Let's see. Go into this Ten of Pentacles a little bit more, Spirit. Clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. I could smell, I knew that timer was gonna go off. Hold please 1 minute. Thank you for your patience. The potatoes are great. Okay, so, but kind of remembering that you might have your money on your mind and your mind on your money, but it's not the end all be all of this earth experience. And so going into more of the energy of this 10 of Pentacles, what fell out, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is all about collaboration, and the 7 of Cups, which is careful what you wish for. And so the thing about the 7 of Cups, when we build shit up that we want in our mind so much, there can be a lot of rationalization in terms of, well, I fucking deserve this, or wanting something so much and being so hyper focused, so zoned in on that one thing, that it comes to us, but it's almost perverted, right? Like how in Pet Cemetery, like, right, you want your beloved pet back so much, so you go bury it in the haunted pet cemetery, and then, oh fuck, now you got yourself a possessed cat. What are you gonna do about it, right? That's the energy of 7 of Cups. Where we really have to sit with the reasons of why we want the things that we want, why we're going after the things that we're going after, and then what it takes to build. This is an energy of partnership. This is an energy of collaboration. This is an energy of masters coming together and figuring out what they can master more of together, what the best way to do shit. And so partnerships are extremely highlighted. I was going to say threesomes are extremely highlighted. This isn't that card. That would be more of Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands. But collaboration is kind of the name of the game, because the thing with collaboration, other perspectives can help you see that what you're reaching for, you're aligned in getting it, or there might be some other things to consider. And because also when you can kind of feel safe around those who can help you see different perspectives, you kind of gain more strength in terms of seeing the whole picture, right? Understanding all of the adventures that you want to go out there and take are there and ready and available to you. It's just about taking your time, because you don't get to the 10 of Pentacles overnight. There's this whole fucking card called the 7 of Pentacles dedicated to the wait. And as Tom Petty said, waiting is the hardest part. And that's fucking true. That's fucking true, because this is kind of the energy of us right now. We've kind of like claimed our space in the world, or are starting to see the space that we want to claim in the world, but we're still in our front porch. We haven't actually started the adventure yet, and the energy is right for you to start whatever adventure that you want to start. You have the stamina, you have the ability. Just get really clear on what it is that you're wanting and why out of this adventure, and get clear on who you're collaborating with and why. Because when these two cards come out together, pay attention, one, to who you've got in your midst, and if they are the, not the authority that they say they are, but if they're the best person for the job. And if they're not the best person for the job, well, then who is? Seven of Cups shows up when it's time to slow down and really think and really meditate and really get clear. And the thing about doing all of those things, I find the best way, especially when we're unsure of exactly what it is that we're doing, is to clean our physical environment. Move energy however you want, however it makes sense for you, but give spirit time and space to come down and move around what it needs to, so we can get off of our front porch of the 2 of Wands energy. Damn, these cards got a lot to say. And start the adventure and start cultivating our own 10 of Cups. Let's kind of, what are we needing to be more aware of? Let's go into the 7 of Cups energy. Okay, it's too many cards. What are we needing to be more aware of for the 7 of Cups? Spirit, please clarify this 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups clarified by 4 of Swords reversed and 6 of Cups. kind of feeling into it, seeing what they have to say. You've meditated enough about a connection. The Six of Cups is kind of the innocence of childhood. It's love for the sake of loving. It can talk about, you know, kind of people who come across our path who we cannot explain the connection that we feel to them. We just know that there is a connection and we want to explore it. And so this looks like it's kind of talking about the strength maybe to leave a connection or go after a connection that feels more like the Six of Cups energy. It feels like there has been a hell of a lot of thinking about it to get the Ten of Swords reversed and then to get the Four of Swords reversed, but not a whole lot of feeling into it, not a whole lot of exploring why these mental cycles are so intense, and trusting that those who are around you, in terms of the skills that they possess, they can help you see exactly what it is, or not help you see, but help you better understand where you are in all of it, right? Because the divine is on your side. Strength is here. Your abundance is here. It's just about really getting clear on, one, the best usage for that abundance, and two, why is there this fear around this Six of Cups? Because it feels like, because the energy of Six of Cups, when it comes along, and in fact, we can get, this is a dense planet. This is not new news to anyone. It's dense as fuck down here, and it can be really challenging to be a human. It can be really hard to hold the vibration of seeking to be the divine human, which is very different from just being like, oh, well, fuck it, I'm human. Both are very valid. Both are very valid experiences. It's about what you do with them, right? Because it is what it is, but it's what you do with it. That this energy can scare the shit out of us if we're not prepared for it. It can make us feel like our entire lives are coming to an end because we put so much shielding around ourselves to protect all of our vulnerabilities, because we are all walking around with wounded children inside of us. We are all our wounded child selves still here now in this moment, in every single moment, because you are the sum of your experience. You are every single, in this moment, I am my 32-year-old self, I am my 22-year-old self, I am my 12-year-old self, I am my 2-year-old self. That I have the ability to access each one of those vibrations if I want to better understand the anxieties, kind of this Ten of Swords energy that can step forward, like not knowing which direction to choose, to understanding how all of these different experiences spread throughout our life brought us to this present moment. So what is this connection bringing, and why are we so scared to go there? Spirit, go into the Six of Cups for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's the Six of Cups relationship about? It's a relationship that would require sacrifice. It's a relationship that there is success possible in, but it's a relationship that requires really kind of facing down your shadow self and determining where your freedom lies and what that is. Like, they don't just give parades to any old bitch. Like, they sure could if they wanted to, but no, you don't get a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade only happens on fucking Thanksgiving. It's a special occasion. In fact, he kind of looks like he's riding a giant float. I know it's supposed to be a horse, but I don't see a horse body in there. I know it's there, but and there's a lot of green, and so there are a lot of heart chakra activations happening now that it seems like that would be pretty normal given this energy. That to feel something so intensely, again, brings up all of these fears. What could go wrong? What what am I facing down? And when fears come up, that's when we can kind of regress back into these wounded child coping mechanisms that we had that were built out of self-protection, that were built out of love to keep you feeling safe, to keep you feeling protected. It's a journey that there doesn't need to be fear to make, because he's literally walking to the devil, and he's not afraid, this guy on the horseback, that he's already got his laurel wreath. He knows success is in the bag. It's just about doing all of the things that you need to do to get to that parade, to get to where you can be in this energy, and where it's the Six of Cups energy that feels really good, not where we feel really vulnerable and like, oh fuck, I'm really feeling a lot, and because I'm really feeling a lot, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna shut down and I'm not gonna talk to anybody and everything's gonna be fine. Which is the Ten of Swords. And that energy has a purpose and a place, but in the energy of collaboration, in the energy of Three of Pentacles, it's safe. It takes strength to kind of come out of our shell. It takes strength to ask for help in terms of seeing what drives us, right? Seeing clearly what drives us. Is it pentacles? Is it love? Is it addiction? Is it recognition? Is it just because I like to build shit? All of these things are valid. Anything that you want is valid. It's just about what are you going to do with this energy. And so, my dear Aquarius, it looks like Sagittarius season is going to be an opportunity for you to really get in connection with yourself in terms of what you're wanting out of this earth walk. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you may do so. Information is in the box down below. Just email me astraangel1111@gmail.com. I will take it from there. Yeah. Aquarius, this is all great news. This is all great news. I'm really excited to see how Sagittarius season plays out for you. Also, if this is resonating, it really helps the YouTube algorithm out a lot if you wanted to like, subscribe, and interact with this shit, because that's what my research tells me on the internet. So all my love, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. I will see you later. Bye.